as it involves performing 2 exercises consecutively with no rest. However, there is an important distinction. Traditional supersets may pair unrelated movements, such as lat pull-downs followed by bench presses, primarily to increase training density and pump. Pre-exhaustion always begins with an isolation exercise, followed immediately by a compound movement targeting the same muscle group. Menzter typically recommended performing 6 to 10 repetitions on the isolation exercise for both upper and lower body movements. For the compound exercise that follows, fewer repetitions were advised, often 1 to 3 reps for incline presses and 3 to 5 reps for dips. The goal is not to re-stimulate fibers already exhausted, but to push beyond the initial fatigue and recruit the remaining high-force muscle fibers. Menzter frequently emphasized the importance of training intensity. He believed that meaningful muscle growth required surpassing what he called the threshold of intensity, which is reached only when a set is taken to momentary muscular failure. During a 1981 seminar, he explained,
"But there is definitely a threshold of intensity you've got to pass beyond to stimulate muscular growth. There's a certain threshold, called the threshold of intensity, beyond which you have to go to stimulate growth. Maybe it's only 85%, but I ask you the question, how do you accurately measure 85% intensity? There's only two measurements of intensity you can measure accurately, 0% and 100%. When you're not exerting yourself at all, that's 0% intensity. When you're exerting yourself maximally, as hard as you possibly can, you can't push any harder, then you know you're pushing 100%. And when you're pushing 100%, you know you can't go any further. You know that you pass beyond the threshold of intensity. How can you go beyond 100%? It's impossible. Maybe you only needed 90%. But as long as you pass over 90%, you're safe. You know you've stimulated growth. So you're safe in going to failure every time.
Achieving true muscular failure, however, becomes difficult in compound exercises when a weaker muscle limits performance. In chest exercises, for example, the triceps can often fail before the stronger pectoral muscles. If you can incline press 200 pounds for 6 repetitions, it is typically the triceps, not the chest, that prevent further progress. A similar issue occurs when training the back. In rowing, chin-ups, and pull-downs, the biceps fatigue before the larger latissimus muscles. As a result, the primary muscle group does not receive maximum stimulation.